Hello, welcome to Lessons Learnt. I'm Sherry, and this is Finish It Friday. I have a little furry friend down here that is begging to get in my lap, so we will indulge him for just a little bit. He has a burr right here and right here, and he won't let me get him out. I would show you what he does when I try, but I don't want to embarrass him in front of possibly thousands of people. So this is Blue, my cockapoo. He's my quilting support dog, as Mark says. So he comes in and sits down here on his beanbag chair and hangs out all the time. I'm going to stick him there. Okay, have a seat. Take a nap. Lay down. See his little head under there? He's looking like, are you for real, Mom? Are we going to be here for a minute? Okay, I'll get comfy. He's got comfy. All right, here's my t-shirt, sweatshirt. I love it. I love my sweatshirt. Love it, love it, love it. This is soft. It's so soft. There's no difference in how it feels on my body. Just like the sweatshirt material, it feels the same. It's not a different weight. You can kind of see there's a little stiffness to it, but I don't feel that. So it's great. Now, bad news, I don't have the other one done. And I know you were really looking forward to that. I'm so sorry, but I just ran out of time because my brain went into brain lock. I was trying to decide what to put on the other shirt, and I had so many options. I just couldn't pick one yet. I have to sleep another night on it, I think. I'll show you some things I was thinking of. One is selvages. I have selvages that I put together on a plain piece of fabric from time to time just for fun, and I can cut all kinds of different shapes out of that and put on projects. I might do selvages. I also have a I guess you would call it a curated little bundle of selvages of Tula fabric from the Besties line. So I was thinking about putting some of those on there. I'd have to sew those up, no big deal. I also have, well, we all have orphan blocks, right? Here's a project that I did. There's a video on it. I think I called them, what did I call them? Scribble blocks or something like that, where you just kind of sit down and start adding fabric around and around and around a little motif, like a butterfly, like this one. It's not exactly the right colors. I had some Tilda ones that I was going to use. I don't have a picture of that. And then I also had, remember the paint chip blocks that I did? I'll put a picture of that. Just kind of that's kind of a black and white one. I thought about making up this particular sweatshirt that I'm showing you here in these pictures. Is kind of a periwinkle color. I know it's deceiving. It looks like purple, but it's almost more of a blue. So I would need to make a paint chip block out of the blue bag because I haven't done those yet. And that's a project from like January or something, and I haven't touched it since. So that might get me going on that project again if I need to make one of those blocks for this sweatshirt. I thought that looked pretty cool, actually. So I'm still thinking what I want to put on that one. I don't want to rush it. That one costs a little bit more, you know, being a hoodie, and I don't want to make something and then regret, oh, I wish I would have put this on it instead. I know it doesn't really matter, but I don't know. Some things I get picky about. I got the next Jolly Bar 5 book sampler block done. This is a big block. Can you see it? I hope you're able to see it. It's 32 inches square. It goes right in the middle of the project. So that's a big part of the project done. And I just kind of used what I had because here again, I'm running out of fabric. And so I tried to make it as symmetrical as I could with what I had, but it is kind of scrappy mixed up in there with that same fabric line though. So this one is finished. I also did, I think I only did one wedge of the peach preserves, unfortunately. So I would like to get to that this weekend. And I did receive my designer mystery for this month, and I'd like to do that this weekend. And I also have this done. Blue's Batiks top is done. I debated on whether to put a border on this one. I hadn't done a border before, but as I look at it, I don't think it needs a border. It's 72 by 90. It's pretty good size. So I'm going to be quilting that up too. So maybe that will happen this weekend. I don't know. But that's what I've been into this week. I can't think of anything else that I have touched. Yeah, you saw on my blocks on Monday I had done the tilde blockheads and all that. So I think that's everything. You should see my cutting table right now. I would show you if it wasn't such a pain to turn the camera around. But I have got bins pulled out and stuff sitting everywhere over there. Just trying to decide something on that sweatshirt. Can you believe that? I need to clean that up this weekend too. So all of you have been busy this week as well. So I want to get into the little virtual quilt show that we have ready for you. I have a group of people who turned in some of their photos of their projects. So let's go look. First up we have Becky. She has 2 quilts for us here. Very pretty. Let's see what she says about them. She says the largest one is from Green Fairy Quilts, owner Judy Madsen. It's her fabrics except for the solids and her pattern. And the construction of it was very unusual for me, she says. Parts of the rows were not the same size, but you added the side pieces separately. I'm sure I didn't explain it correctly, but it was a first for me. It sounds like you're talking about partial seams. So that was a new experience. Good for you. Trying that out, not being afraid of it. The second one is from one of the Soul Sampler boxes. I do recognize this. She said she couldn't remember which one it was. I don't either. But both of your quilts turned out very pretty. Love the fabric choices. And I think the one from the Soul Sampler, that is the... I remember that fabric. I made a quilt out of the fabric with a different pattern. I think I used the alternate pattern that month, but I still have this pattern. I should try it sometime. Yeah, it looks really great. Both of them look very good. You did a great job. The quilting is wonderful. I don't know if you do your own quilting or if you send them out, but they look great. Nice job, Becky. The next one is from Anita, and she did the Fat Quarter Shop Designer Mystery. I think this is called the 2025 one or the 2024. It's not this year, the one we're on now, but it's the next one or the prior one. So this is what last year's was, Designer Mystery Fat Quarter Shop. And she said this is going to be a gift for her manager who is retiring after 40 years. A wonderful gift. Wonderful gift. Really is. Love all the house blocks and the flowers in between. It turned out very, very cute. Nice quilting also. Next we have Pat. Pat is teaching her granddaughter how to quilt, and this is her first quilt. She says we put binding on by machine, and it's for a baby shower this month for her boyfriend's aunt. And she said she made one alongside her, but hers is not finished. But look what she has done. A nice baby quilt. That wasn't the easiest of patterns to do for a first quilt, so you're having her jump right into full-on quilting. And this is adorable in pinks. I'm assuming there's a baby girl on the way, and this will be loved by the family. Good for you, teaching the quilting art to your granddaughter. Tony has a quilt here with bear paws in shades of green. She says, this is a quilt that I did in collaboration with a friend. She got a new Longarmer machine and is working to perfect her skills. I made the quilt top so she could play with quilting the bear paw pattern. She did some ruler work on this one. After quilting, I completed the binding. The backing is plain green, the same fabric as the binding. She used a cream-colored thread, so the backing is pretty too. And she says they have 2 other quilts in progress that they're working on so that she can hone her long arm skills. Nice gesture of you to help her out. She's doing fine, doing some ruler work. That's something I haven't done yet. I think the first time I tried it, I chipped my ruler and just wasn't in the mood to keep learning at that time. Maybe I'll get to it one of these days, but this is a beautiful quilt. I love greens, so your green bear paws is beautiful. They are beautiful in my book. The next one is from Lisa in Ola, Arkansas. She says, this is a quilt I made for my best friend when she bought her new home. The pattern is called Chain Link by Daniela Stout of Cozy Quilt Designs. And it's a king-sized quilt quilted with straight line quilting on my domestic machine. The pattern was very well written and went together perfectly. Beautiful, nice big star blocks connected with the bar blocks there. It has the stacked bars. I see about 3 different patterns in there. As far as design goes, that's a really cool pattern. It really is. Love the colors too. I'm sure she's enjoying her quilt for her new house. The next one is from Kathy. Kathy has 3. This first one is the Fall Dash Mini Quilt. It's by Sherry McConnell. It's made up in Bountiful Blooms by Sherry and Chelsea. It's 33.5 by 33.5 square. And she says she put a pocket on the back to hang it with and did straight line quilting on an angle on my domestic machine. Yes, Kathy, that turned out very, very nice. I love the crosshatch quilting on it. The fall colors. I love how they're adding these aquas and turquoise in with the fall colors. I'm really liking that. Kathy is from North Carolina. The second one that Kathy has is a summer-themed quilt and summery fabrics, Expressions Batiks, in all shades of red and blues, and then the white as the background. Looks very nice. And then her third one is, she says this is Cheerful. It's a pattern by Lori Holt. And the fabric line is Cheerful, Peace and Plenty. Measures 47 by 59. The pantograph I use is called Soft and Sweet, done on the long arm rented at a local quilt shop. And she sent this quilt to her cousin Connie, who was recently diagnosed with breast cancer. Since I cannot be there with her, I hope she feels my love and prayer for her from this quilt. Very nice gesture. She is going to enjoy this. I love the quilting that you're doing, and you said you're renting a long arm, and soon that service is going to go away. So I hope that what you explained to me about renting a machine will be able to continue for you, because you're doing a great job. Thank you, Kathy, for your 3 quilts. Very, very nice job. The next one is from Donna. She says this is her version of the Tiny House Village wall hanging inspired by Rachel at Stitch with Rachel. The Tiny House and Mini Tree FPP patterns are by Jitka Designs, and the Heart Houses FPPs by 10 Cow Quilts. The tiny houses are truly tiny, 1 3/4 by 2.5. It was one of those projects that you ask yourself, what did I get myself into? Anyway, I did get it finished with Stitch in the Ditch and a little echoing quilting, and I've hung it in my sewing room. It's adorable. I love it. Very nice range of colors in there. And yeah, the little pieces can be fulfilling to make, but sometimes you do ask yourself, why did I start this? But look how it turned out. Aren't you glad you did it? The next one is from Susan. And Susan did this quilt from her stash. The pattern is Florence by Villa Rosa, and she made it smaller. She made hers 58 by 68. That's the size she likes. And I think it turned out great. I love the lilacs along with all the floral prints. A very springy feeling quilt. I love it. Love it, love it. Great job, Susan. Okay, back to the video. Okay, great job, everyone. I loved all of those. I hope the rest of you did too. Anyone who has not, we've had some new people lately, and welcome aboard to sending in your pictures. There was a couple last week too that were brand new people, and we appreciate a big variety, and all of you Old Faithfuls as well that are busy quilting on the daily and getting things done weekly. Yeah, we still want to see your stuff too. So yeah, nice show. Everybody did good. If anybody wants to send a picture and you haven't before, look in the description box first to look at the requirements for it. What I'll accept, what I won't accept, and things like that, and what kind of photos are nice that we can work with. So we love having them and want them to continue. Well, I guess I better get busy. This weekend I don't have as much outside of the house to do as I had last weekend, so maybe that will be an indicator of how much I'll have to show you on Monday for the Monday quilt chat. But I'm hoping, yeah, I'll get to the shirt, I'll get to the designer mystery block for this month, and I will get the Blues Batik quilted and bound and up for auction soon. Kind of big goals for the weekend, but not impossible goals. So I'm going to get busy right now with all of that. And I hope you're getting busy with some things too for this weekend. And we will see you back here on Monday Quilt Chat. So go ahead and get busy and get things going. And we'll talk about all of that on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye.